Hello, and today is April the 27th. With us is Dr. Abdolreza Alami, a lecturer at one of Malaysia's top university. He's an Iranian and he's based here in Malaysia for quite a number of years, right, sir? Okay.
17.
Welcome, Dr. Alami, Dr. Abdolreza. Can I call you Dr. Reza or Dr. Abdul, which is
Dr. Reza, yeah,
Dr. Reza?
Dr. Reza.
Welcome, Doctor, and thank you for taking the time to join us. Okay, I must say it has been a very eventful weekend, quite a roller coaster Sunday because of the shooting incident in Washington. All right. As you said in your comments given to us earlier, and thank you for that. The shooting incident, the shock that it has given the US citizens, the jolt that it has given the country, has given Trump a huge distraction from his Iran quagmire. Whether or not it has rallied Americans behind him again, because he has become very unpopular in recent times, it remains to be seen. We don't know yet. At the moment, people are still reeling from the news. Wow, what is going on? Did someone really try to kill Donald Trump? So anyway, my first question to you is: do you see this shooting as a possible off-ramp for Trump in terms of the ceasefire deadline that he has set on Iran in the Iran conflict? This off-ramp, while it is not permanent, it can still buy Trump some time, maybe a couple of weeks or so. What do you think about it? Your comment, please.
First, thank you for the invite me and having me. Okay, for your question, honestly, the timing is very hard to ignore. Okay, the time is very important. Think about what happened just hours before. Mr. Araghchi, Dr. Araghchi, is the Iranian foreign minister, had already quickly left Islamabad and went to the Oman, and Iran had never actually agreed to meet the American in the first place, and so Washington basically announced a meeting that the Tehran had already walked away from. That's huge embarrassment because the U.S. announced he wants to meet, and Mr. Araghchi went to the Islamabad, and Iran denied any meeting with the U.S. and then they announced the Vance will go to the Pakistan, and also the Kushner and also Witkoff, but Iran don't accept it, and they deny this the announcement by US, and suddenly that something's happened. Okay, some night shot fired in the Trump dinner after 1 hour, 2 hour announce about this, and the gunman never even made it into the barroom. One officer was hit, but his vest saved him. 5 to 8 shot total was in the stage. I honestly cannot say for the sure, but here the things, whether it was planned, I don't know or not. It worked perfectly. I think it worked perfectly as the distraction. Yeah. Suddenly nobody talking about the failed Iran attack, diplomatics failed, and everyone's to the rallying around the Trump about this happening the events, and he gets to says Iran terrorism all over again. In my line of the work, when something is that convenient, you don't just shut it off. That means that Trump has a benefit for this happen for the Iran war. But I think I cannot say anything, but this is benefit for the Trump and his administrative about the Iran war.
Yeah, it's like something, a boon that just dropped from the sky for him, you know. It is a huge distraction and a
Yeah,
big
change
blessing
the
in disguise.
situation for him.
Oh yes, it does. Let's see whether how long it lasts, the good sentiment for him, whether it will sustain or not. But in any case, uh, he is back to his bullying rhetoric. Okay, that he says that there was nothing much that for Iran that Iran had offered him. It was like a waste of time, a waste of travel time, and so forth. But whatever it is, plan or not plan, coincidence or not coincidence, the delay, uh, what do you call it, is useful to him. But the thing is that is delay desirable, or is it unforgivable irresponsibility? Because time is ticking down, right? The physical shortages of essential commodities like fertilizers, helium, and so forth, all these will be exacerbated. Okay, these are real stuff that real economies need. People need to eat food. People need fuel for their cars. They need electricity to go to school, to go to office, and so forth. Okay, in other words, people all over the world may go hungry or lose their jobs, right? So this is not just about the futures market or the paper market where prices just go up and down. Okay, these have effect. Delays have effect on real lives, on people. They can cause real suffering. Okay, your comment on this, is this delay uh, uh, good, or it just sucks us back into the same negative cycle? Your comment, please.
I want to be very clear here because this gets lost in all the political talk. This war has already added over 100 to the cost of the long and whole flight. The simple Paris to the New York ticket flight is so expensive, and the more in the fuel than it did before this war started. As you know, in the Malaysia now, we have a lot of the issue about the fuel. Okay, the price of the fuel is so expensive that time, but some of the local don't have the issue. As a foreigner, I know about this because I bought the fuel in the petrol station 2 times more. Okay. And also, as you mentioned, the aluminum basic industrial supplier is all disrupted. Yeah, disrupted. And right now, 2,000 sailors are stuck on shipping the Persian Gulf with the nowhere to go, because there are a lot of the tankers waiting in the Persian Gulfs and the Hormuz strips closed. There are real peoples, because a lot of the peoples involved in this war, different country in Southeast Asia, you know, in Philippines, in Thailand, in Malaysia, Indonesia. This war impact of the peoples. As the lecturer in the university, the government university, last week the Malaysian government announced you should be to work at home as a lecturer. Nowadays, 1 week we work at home because there are a lot of the issue. This is why, because this war impact of the Malaysia after 50 days. Farmers who can't afford to grow foods, families who can't afford to travel, workers losing a lot of the jobs. In my country, in Iran, also, a lot of the people lost the job. Also, there are other countries that has a lot of the issue. Most of these people are in poor countries that had nothing to do with this war. Trump knows all of this. So the delay is not the mistake. It's the choice by the Trump and the U.S. government and Israel's. A choice to protect his image at home with will the rest of the world pays the price, because he wants to get the make a good image for himself in the US. He he knows about the situation of the world, but he didn't do anything.
Right.
Mm.
Trump has also made a few statements after the shooting event. He has implied that what they call it, he cancelled the trip for Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner to go to Islamabad because Iran was not giving a good enough offer. His words, to quote the report, is that too much time wasted on traveling, too much work. If they, that's Iran, if they want to talk, all they have to do is call. Okay, so how much weight do you give to a statement like this? In one way, it is telling, because if they want to talk, all they have to do is call. It seems as though he's like softening his stand. Okay, too much time wasted on traveling, too much work. Is he back cycling a bit and backpedaling a bit, softening his stance? It does sound like he some sort of an off ramp, but obviously, uh, what Iran would want is something a bit more lasting. Okay, it can't be just 2 weeks, 2 weeks, right? So at the same time, to keep up the charade that Iran did really give an offer, which I believe they have denied, that made improved their offer, to use Trump's own words, which Iran has denied that they have done any negotiations at all with him.
I don't take this seriously. Hello.
Yes.
Yeah,
Sorry, that was you couldn't hear me at all, is it?
Disconnected the voice. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So is it better now?
Yeah. Now is there. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So given the conflicting statements he makes, how much weight do you give to his latest statements? This another 2 weeks, another 2 weeks. It doesn't look as though is he positioning himself to do something more permanent, or is he just buying more time to? We don't know what he wants. Okay, obviously, what he wants is the best position for himself and the US, I guess. But is it practical for him to expect so much? It is something that of his own initiation, his own starting, and it is for him to do to end it. So, what do you make of his latest statements? Too much time wasted, too much work. If they want to talk, all they have to do is call. Okay, he's suggesting he's backing off, softening a bit on one hand, yet at the same time he's also making some claims that are a bit dubious, in that he insists that Iran has improved their offer, okay, which Iran has not confirmed, or in fact I think they have denied.
Okay. As his the statement last night. Okay. I don't take this seriously at all as the diplomatic statement by the Trump, but I'm not shocked, because the character of the Trump is different. He has a lot of the lie during this war. A lot of things said, but they cannot do anything. But it's the characters, the special character, one of the big power country. Power countries. Unfortunately, the president of this country is said a lot of the lie, and a lot of this says, but they not happened. Okay. He canceled the entire peace mission to the Islamabad within the minute of the hearing the Iraqi had left, and his reason was that it was the too much work. Yeah, think about what that means. We have the war disrupting global energy. Millions of people are affected, and the reason given for the canceling the peace trip to too much work. That tells you everything you need to know about how serious the administration is approaching diplomatic right now. The just call me, as he mentioned, line is really about the pride, okay? He doesn't want to be seen flying across the world to meet people who didn't show up. He wants Iran to come to him looking defeated. Iran will never do that. He don't know about Iran. He don't know about Iran civilization. He don't know about the Iranian peoples. As the miscalculation before the war, Israel's asked him to attack Iran because he don't know about Iran. He don't know about Iranian. Yeah, if you see, whenever the foreign country attacked Iran, all Iranian become united and help them. After he killed the super leader, they think the Iran collapse. Iranian government has collapsed, but Iranian work together. And no, that times he don't know who is the leader of the Iran. He thinks Iran don't have any leader, but Iranian work together now and united under the new super leader. He wants to make a separate between the political party and the politician in Iran. But as it is, the statement and also some of his tweet and also as the comment, there are miscalculation and no knowledge about Iranian. Iran will never do that, and Trump probably knows it. Yeah, so this is a performance for his supporter back home, not a real diplomatic move. He wants to make a good image for himself in the U.S. For this reason, I told you the first question, maybe there are some of the story behind this chatting.
I agree with you, but I think by now it's also quite apparent, not just that Trump doesn't understand how Iranians think, how their culture is, and what is their psyche, and how strong is their mentality. But it should also be apparent to the Iranians that it doesn't matter to him. It doesn't affect his decision making. So how do you deal with a person like this? Yeah, he doesn't know, and he doesn't care. Okay, so you can't force him to care, but at the same time, he can't force you to bend to him either. So how do you think this conflict will eventually end? Because right now, people keep asking, how will Trump finally resolve this war? Okay, so I will ask you this. Okay, firstly, before I get into this, one thing that has struck me today, he also ding dong from keeping the Hormuz Strait open. Okay, and he slapped on the blockade, right? One of the conditions was that Hormuz must be open. That's why we are keeping the blockade there, even though the ceasefire was extended. The thing is that today he has gone back to, you cannot have a nuclear weapon. Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. It is as simple as that. Okay, so I think Iran may no longer be so agreeable to negotiate on this particular clause, on the nuclear clause. We have been reading a lot at Iranians themselves. They want a nuclear weapon, okay, and their current leadership is a bit more hardline than the previous one. What do you see? What do you see in this aspect? will this be another big uh, obstacle for the deal to move forward? Okay, before I ask you about how will Trump finally resolve this war? How will Iran also finally resolve this war? Let's tackle the nuclear aspect first, nuclear weapon aspect first.
Yeah, but, I want to say is for the his and as the question, I wanted to back to the Trump announcement about Iran has some idea, but it's not enough. Yeah, as last night he said, this actually makes the complete sense when you understand how Iran negotiation with the US. And also during the 20 years ago, Iran has a lot of the talk with the Europe's Western country, the US, and but that times Iran rejected the outside peace plan proposed by the Pakistan and they put forward its own 10-point framework instead. If you remember when Iran started with the negotiation with the once they started the negotiation with the US, the Iran suggest 10-point frameworks that tells you that something's important. Iran wants to negotiate on its own terms, not on the terms set by the Washington or anyone else. Iran has experienced the negotiation with the US 2 times, if you remember, and after the 2 times, during the 2 times negotiation in the Qatar, in the Oman, the US and Israel attacked Iran. For this experience, Iran has a different view about this, moving slowly, making a small improvement while keeping its care demand firm. And this is actually how Iran has always operated in the international talks. The message is the simple: we are serious, but we won't be pushed around. And here is what interesting: the fact that Trump himself admitted Iran's offer improvement is actually significant. It means Iran's approach is working, even if Washington won't say so publicly in the public. Yeah, this is what happens between Iran and the US that times. And I think Trump's come back to the table to the negotiation with Iran and with the different country, maybe it's the Oman, Pakistan, and even Qatar, and because the Trumps need this deal.
All right. In other words, he will try to save face by going through other intermediaries like Qatar that you mentioned. But how about Pakistan? Why not Pakistan? Why must he go through the others? How does he save face in that way? And what can they do that Pakistan can't do to convince Iran?
Yeah, the situation of the Pakistan is different. Iran and Pakistan has the neighbor and has a lot of every time says the two brothers, okay, and they don't have any issue till times. But Pakistan has in this war, Pakistan has the special situation because he has the special deal and agreement with Saudi Arabia, and the General Qasem Munir has a good relationship with Trump in the US, and also the Saudi Arabia, an Arab country. And also on another side, Pakistan has a good relationship with Iran. And for this reason, the Saudi Arabia asked to after the agreements, after this war, the Iran and Saudi Arabia has some issue about because the base of the US in the Saudi Arabia, and Iran attacked the Saudi Arabia. But attacked the base of the U.S. in the Saudi Arabia. The Saudi Arabia is expect to the Pakistan as the help and the support the Saudi Arabia during this war, but he has some issue because if they support the Saudi Arabia and they involve the war and make it the relationship between the Pakistan and Iran. For this reason, he tried find a new rule as the moderate between Iran and the Arab country, the U.S. Because he has the rule. For this reason, they try to make it a good the negotiation between the Iran and the U.S. And I think he became successful to bring them to on the table during the table. But we should see what happened after that, because the both side has a different expect about this deal, and need to work together and give the point. I think that U.S. should be give some point to Iran to accept it, because this new situation is different, and Iran wants to the resolve this issue between Iran and the U.S. But need to Trump give the point to Iran. Okay, this is one of the important things. Rule of Pakistan.
That's right, Dr. Riza. So, what to you would constitute a face-saving concession that could attract Trump to what do you call it? Sign an agreement, a more permanent agreement, a permanent ceasefire. What would constitute sufficient of a face-saving gesture? What is he looking for? Would it be related to the Strait of Hormuz, or would it be to do with nuclear weapons, or something else that I can't think of any at the moment that is significant enough? What do you say?
I don't get your point. That means the how the Trump finally ended the war.
Yes, you were saying that you mentioned that for now, what do you call it? Because of this shooting incident and the what has happened in Islamabad did not go through, you feel that he might pick up the issue of what do you call it, of another deal in a few weeks' time. In a few weeks' time,
Okay.
and he might go through new intermediaries, Qatar, Oman, and Pakistan as well. Pakistan is already the mediator, so and that maybe something more tangible, something more permanent, something more lasting can arise from that after 2-3 weeks when he picks up again. Let's have a ceasefire, let's have another deal and talk about it. He has already given a clue. If they want to talk, all they can do, have to do is call. And from Strait of Hormuz, the blockade on Strait of Hormuz has shifted to you cannot have a nuclear weapon. So that tells me that you yourself mentioned that a face-saving gesture might be in the offing, that he will seize on something as a face-saving gesture so that he can, what do you call it, to do away with this conflict once and for all, resolve this conflict once and for all.
Mm-hmm.
At the moment, he can't, right? They're still hanging. All right, Israel, he may not. They may no longer be throwing bombs into Tehran because they have run out of ammunition. But it is not over, and it is not clear whether Iran might not pick up the initiative. In fact, they have already started firing missiles at the U.S. ships during the blockade. Okay, so that was what I was trying to ask you. What would constitute, what in your opinion would constitute a face-saving gesture, and where likely would this come from? A concession by Iran with regards to the Strait of Hormuz? Maybe they say that we will keep it open, we won't collect tolls, or it won't be in yuan, it won't be in renminbi, or will it be like the nuclear, and they promise that they won't enrich it anymore, they won't develop a nuclear weapon? Uh, where is the concession likely to come from? Which area? Okay, so shall I re-ask you this question? It sort of like
Yeah.
fits into where you stop answering. Does it? Or okay. So now I start
Okay.
this
Sure.
sentence and I will slip the rest. Right. So
Okay.
yeah,
As you
yeah.
mentioned, I think is that the right now. Okay. The both sides are the start. Trump says the street wants to open until there is the final deal. Iran says that it won't talk seriously with the novel black countries. Continues, okay? Yeah, both sides have the same things they cannot easily walk back. Somebody has to move first, and then nobody wants to look like they blinked. Okay, here's what I think actually happened. Trump eventually accepts a deal that gives the Iran most of what it wants, but he announced it in a way that makes is the sound like he won. This is one of the important point for the Trump. The nuclear issue won't be fully solved. Iran don't accept it. The close all of the nuclear the industry in Iran, and they wants to continue, but with the at least the work with this and don't accept the Trump and the U.S. requirement about this part. There will be some limits on the enrichment, some inspections, and a lot of the complicated language that both sides can call a victory. I think both sides wants to won. I think this is the possible won the deal. But I think Trump don't accept it at times. And Trump need to go home looking strong, that matters more to him than the actual details of the deal. Okay, you can see is that because last night some things happened there. During 2011, the Trump, the Obama make some issue and for the Trump during the same event. And at that times, the Trump wants to the destroy anything happened with the Obama, including of the GCOP. Okay. And if the Trump accepted this situation deal with Iran, and is not better than the deal with the Obama, he thinks is not the successful and he's not the one. For this one, he wants to image the U.S. peoples to he make a new deal better than the Obama. For this reason, this is the big issue. He wants to make a deal with the Iran because Iran has a good opportunity, good point for the Strait of Hormuz, and because this is the new the option for Iran after this war. Iran knows about this situation. This is the good option to make a deal with the U.S. because the U.S. and Israel first attacked Iran to destroy Iran, but nowadays they want to open just the Strait of the Hormuz. The change, as I mentioned, the miscalculation by them. But no, Trump wants to make a deal, but with the good image with this country.
Okay. Given that as you say, the language is complicated, and Trump's mental pattern is even more complicated, do you think he could ever give in to the 10 conditions set by Iran on the framework? As you say, one side has to move first. Okay, which side would have to move first? Trump or Iran? which is what I was trying to say just now when I say that uh, Trump is clear he doesn't know how the Iranians think, how strong they are. But the thing is that he doesn't care. And Iranians, if they want to resolve this problem, no doubt they can withstand much better. Time is on their side rather than the US. But it's still war is never something good to have. Okay, people want to get on with their lives. They want to get on with their future. Of course, they can sacrifice, but sometimes you have to give in a bit to get things going. Yeah. So not that I'm saying that Iran should be the one to give in first, but something has to give. And uh, what do you think? Do you think uh, Trump could ever give in to Iran's conditions or even agree to begin negotiations just based on the 10-point framework? Where do you see the break coming from? Okay, from some concession in the Strait of Hormuz or the nuclear weapon factor, which I know you did touch on a bit just now. Could you be a bit clearer on that?
Yeah, yeah, it's okay about the Trump. Okay, I think it's that this war is not the line, the war. Okay, some things that because Trump said is that I have a lot of time for if you remember that 3 nights ago, he said I have a lot of time. I don't have the force to finish this war very early. The Iran should be the call us, but the economic pain is the hitting too many countries too hard for that to be the sustainable looking the all of the country. And that my expectation is a basic agreement within 2 to 6 months, making the work fully will much longer. Okay, what Iran will likely give limit on the uranium enrichment, more international inspections, and slowly reopening the strait. What the US will likely give, lifting the sanction, realizing Iran frozen money, and some kind of the guarantee that it won't support future attacks on by the Israelis. This is two part I think is the maybe happen. And I will say this, Iran new leadership is actually much more united than Trump claimed, because 2 days ago, 3 days ago, Trump and Israel wants to show there are a lot of issues between the Iranian leaders after the Ayatollah Khamenei. And there are some of the hard line, and there are the ones that moderate, and they have a lot of issue. IRGC has some of the issue, and they don't want to some of the politician to make a deal with the. This is not the true inside of the Iran. I think if you see is that all of the Iranian leaders and the Iranian top leaders make the same the tweet, and also is the comment in the social networks. We are united. We don't have any issue, and there's something like this. As I mentioned, Iran's new leadership is actually much more united than Trump. The claim when they decide to make a deal, they will move quickly and clear. The real question is whether Trump's need for the big public win helps or hurts the process. This is the issue for the Trump, not for Iran. Iran is so clear, and they slowly going they're working and waiting for the Trump. Trump need more to make a deal because he has a lot of the pain and the word they're required to finish this war at that times. And nobody, as of his aligned, this country, Western countries, join with him that the war. For this reason, he wants to finish, because another the problems is that he has an election in the November, and his party wants to finish this issue the soon as possible.
All right, that's fine. I think you don't expect escalation Trump to start escalating again, but there is a lot of U.S. firepower in the region. He has gathered a lot of ships, a lot of planes, and so forth. Let's not forget that. And I think Russia has also warned that things don't look good. It looks like an all-out war. Okay, the thing is that do you think the US would sneak in a surprise mini operation, some sort of boots on the ground or special forces? Will they attempt some kidnap, decapitating of more Iranian top leaders, or some Rambo style raid on your nuclear facilities to take the nuclear dust, as he calls it, uh, back to the US? Uh, what do you think it is possible that uh, it is impossible for Trump not to pull a fast one to lull you now into thinking that he's just asking for another 2 weeks. This is just another ploy for another 2 weeks, another 2 weeks. So this is just another 2 weeks. But with so much firepower in the region already, is it impossible that he might order a surprise attack next week?
After this, yeah, okay. I cannot say this won't happen, because, as I mentioned, is that we cannot trust the Trump. Trust is the different character. And that time he sent a lot of the military service and a lot of things around Iran again, and is ready for the new operation. Okay, special. And also he said is that we will special forces operation in some of the land, like the Hark, and also destroyed a lot of the village. They said okay, but also the bombing. As I mentioned, as I cannot say this won't happen, but the Trump has talked about the two special, specifically, and too often is to ignore. If you remember, at the 8th of the April press conference, he mentioned B-2 bomber and collecting the nuclear dust. If you remember, that's not just thought, but that sounds like the real planning by the Trump and the US. But think about this happened. This is the big risk for the US. If a secret operation fails or gets exposed, the ceasefire collapse immediately. Iran gets the sympathy to the all countries of the world. After this happened, the ceasefire, the collapse by the US, world support Iran is the view of this is a good point for Iran. And the US ends up in the much worse position than before with this situation. Iran security service are the experienced and the well prepared. Surprise attack is the much harder than in the zones. I know about it because Iran also has a lot of the surprise for the US and Israel. So they don't think the Iranian destroyed some the F-35 first times, and nowadays also Iran is prepare more the facility and ready to the attack, and also with the US. This is if something's happened for the US military, he lost a lot of the situation in the image in the US peoples. When Trump feels trapped and out of the options, he tends or the reach for dramatic moving. Right now, I think that diplomatically, he is trapped. So I would say possible, but a very bad idea to the attack Iran again.
Yes, you're right. Uh, could I ask you, what is your, because of the shifting goalposts and so forth, what is your expectation now of when we could have a proper agreement signed, something a bit more reasonable, a bit more lasting that could be signed? Some are talking about forever war that could last 5 to 20 years. Uh, uh, what is your personal expectation within the next 2 weeks, within the next month? Is that the one that you favor at the moment? This timeline, some sort of
As I mentioned before, your question, I think I don't believe this become the more than 20 years of war, because this is that Trump says something like, this is the same of the Vietnam War. Okay, this is different. Iran is different with the Venezuela, Vietnam, and all. Nowadays, Iran's closed the Strait of the Hormuz. Yeah, this is the make it a pain for all of the world. Economic pain is hitting too many countries to the heart for that to be sustainable. Okay, this is the one of the important. As I mentioned before, my expectation is the basic agreement between the 3 and the 6 months, both country, and also because the U.S. wants this deal. Iran has it under the sanction around the 40 years. Yeah, we don't have any international relationship transaction money between the international bank. We just work together. We don't have any problems. Okay, because we have a sanction. If you can the image in Malaysia and some of the country, more than 60 days internet shutdown. What happened? But nowadays, after the started the war, Iran don't have the internet, and all people is working. There are a lot of the issue, but Iran can manage, and Iranian also is the accepted this situation, but they have a lot of the issue because Iranian living and working during this situation around the 40 years, the make by the US and the Western country. We have a war, they have a war, they have a sanction, they have a lot of the issue the received by the Western country, but they can manage. Nowadays, Iran has a new opportunity as a Strait of the Hormuz, and they close and they make a sanction for the another country. And also, all the world has a pain now. After 40 days, after 2 months, I think, so you can imagine what happened for the Southeast Asia. And also the Europe country. Yeah, I think the Trump have to make a deal with Iran. Also, Iran should be give some point to the another country. But the situation of the make a deal that times different with the GCOP.
in the event that Trump really doesn't care, and no matter what pressure, how people suffer, even if the people in the Middle East have to flee because the next month I think the temperatures will go up, will be very, very hot. Those parts that have been affected, the electricity infrastructure has been affected. Let's say he doesn't care. He has already calculated and inbuilt the cost because US won't be hurt that much. He doesn't care what's going to happen in India. He's not going to care what's going to happen in Myanmar and so forth and so forth. It's far away from them. The thing is that do you foresee at this point in time, can you foresee uh, the rest of the world, other nations, rising together to stand up to him? Frankly, I mean, this might in the end be the only thing to do for other nations. Either you keep quiet and die, lie down and die, roll over and die, or you get it together and stand up to him. Stand up to him. What do you call it? That's the only way. Whether in a petition form, which I think he won't bother, or militarily go behind some other power with a military capacity to take on the US. In other words, World War III lah, sort of. It's just that fewer parties, US on one side mainly. I think Europe also will hesitate to join him, right? Uh, do you foresee that the rest of the world being able at this point in time, is it possible for the rest of the world to gather enough courage, enough guts to stand up to Trump? Frankly, at the moment, I don't see them having the courage to do so. Okay, so if he were to just say, I don't care, I just don't care, he has that sort of personality. Why the US is going to suffer, but he can always we don't know. Their suffering may not be as harsh as the rest of the world. They are better offered because they are oil independent to better extent than others. Okay, and it is basically Asia and the poorer countries that will suffer the most. Okay, in such an event, do you think it is possible that the other nations in the world will rise to challenge him, or that is still too far off
Of
in the
course,
distance?
I think is I know that for the Trumps, maybe is that he don't care about another country, uh, but I think some of the country like the Arab country can affect them, okay, because the situation of the Arab country is very bad now, okay. Has a lot of issue. The UAE, the Saudi Arabia, Qatar, they want the Trump to the decrease the tension in the Middle East. One of the important country there, and also it's the Europe country, okay? And not just this country, another one of the important things inside of the US, the Americans are not satisfied this situation. But he lost a lot of his follower, the mega as the community, okay? Because they don't want this war. Because one of the important things during the campaign of the Trump, he said that he is the disagree with the war within the world. He don't support this. If you see the situation of the Trump around the campaign, a lot of the people's the separate of him, like the Tucker Carlson, like the another person is that they against this situation. They say that this war not for the US, this is war for the Israelis. The American don't want this war. Okay, this is one of the important things because the November the Trump has the election, and also this war affecting the fuel in the US and not satisfy American people not satisfy this situation. And some things happen during this war because this war affect the character of the Trump. For example, he's attacked the Pope and the Catholic peoples in the US is not satisfied this situation. For this reason, situation of when you see all of the item together, we can see the situation of the US and the Trump is not good. He should make a deal. Just a not item, all our item together. And also another part is China. China is the one of the important item, the options because the Trump will go to the China to the meeting with the president of the China. I think this is the one of the important discussion about this tension. He should be the resolve this one before this the meeting. He postponed this meeting because the war 1 month ago. Okay, I think I'm not the exact time. He postponed because the war happened, and also China is not satisfied because come from for the China come from the Middle East. For this reason, some things show that by the Trump is the different another things he need.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. Do you still have you have relatives in Tehran or in other parts of Iran? Are you able to keep in contact with them? How are they holding up? Well, I'm sure. So yeah, so,
Yeah, this is a difficult time for us because when we living in Iran, okay, is our feeling is different with we as the Iranian living the outside of the Iran because we have a lot of the concern because if not they involved if some happens the life, okay. For this reason we have a lot of the tension that during this war my family and I cannot sleep very well and we have a lot of the tension and concern and also that we can't communicate with our family because the internet shut down also even the telephone direct the call is not possible by ourselves but after sometimes from Iran can call us and my family and my wife family call us sometimes to the inform about his feeling and his situation, their situation, and for this reason we have a communicate with them by the direct by the Iran, and around the after ceasefire, the internet is active and some the field like the university and also some of the peoples and they can contact us by the Iranian platform. But some of the platform the platform is not the filter in Iran, but for the local platform they can call us already when we have the break. My brother-in-law called me and we discussed around the talk together around the 5 minutes, half an hour ago, and we have a good conversation. Not the normal, but we don't have any issue now. Okay, yeah, it's not the normal because there are war and a lot of the issue about the internet and also the communicate with the another country outside of the.
okay. Lastly, do you think Iran should build a nuclear weapon to deter future aggression?
Hmm. Let me answer this honestly, because the most analyzed avoid it. This is one of the important things. The evidence is right in front of us. Countries with the nuclear weapon don't get invaded. Libya gave up its nuclear program, if you remember, during the Gaddafi, and was destroyed. Iraq had no weapons and was invaded on the false pretexts. Iran has watched and this for the 40 years as an experience of the Iran. The conclusion, any rational leadership withdrawal is obvious, okay? This is the experience for the Iranian. Ayatollah Khamenei see this situation. He support the military service and the scientists for this reason, because Iran is the member of all of the international the nuclear, okay, and they wants to become the normal country, same of the another country. But Iran under the international organization, but some of the country like the Israel's has it a bomb nuclear bomb. Iran don't have the nuclear bomb, but Israel has a nuclear bomb, but support by the Western country, US, but Iran, without this, just the focus about the nuclear science, but under the pressure. This is double standard from the Western country. You know, the new generation, especially after this war, after the previous war, new generation of the Iran thinks why Iran rejects the nuclear bomb. Iranian young peoples and the young the people everywhere should have the future put on the hold because of one man's poor decision. And you are completely, some of the peoples that say this, the new generation, different things with the before. Iran has shown it can survive innermost economic pressure, but surviving is not the same as a living. Yeah, because this is the different. Iranian lying young people everywhere deserve to plan their lives, build their futures, and live with some sense of the stability and the hope. We are under pressure under 40 years. When the revolution happened, I was 5 years old. Please, you think, now I'm the 52 years. All of them my age, under pressure by the Western country. 20 years, we are under pressure by the US country for just nuclear. We don't have the bomb. We don't have the Iranian don't have the bomb, but under pressure Western country. They try to destroy everything with a different way. Yeah, the war by the Iraq and the sanction and also a lot of things happen for us. After the also they make it a lot of issue inside of Iran by some of the agents and kill a lot of the peoples. They try to make a separate between Iranian and fortunately all of Iranians survived. The government has survived. The last chance for them to attack Iran together, Israel and also the US. We destroyed the Iranian peoples, the Iranian. Also, as Trump said, is that they want to destroy Iranian civilization. Iranian civilization. Iran has 2,000 the culture and civilization. One country like the US with the 250 years wants to destroy the Iranian civilization. This is the main target of them. It's not about democracy, about the human right, about the net nuclear things. This is the main target of them. What Iran actually has right now is a strong, they have the strong card. It's not the missile or the nuclear. It is the growing support of the world. More and more countries see this war as unjust and unnecessary. You can see it's around Malaysia and Southeast Asia and Indonesia. People support, all of the people support of Iran. Just I want to mention the Malaysia because we are living in Malaysia. With a different idea, with a different religion, with different ethnic, they support Iran. They know Iran is the right, the country that times. This war as the unjust and the unnecessary. Every week Trump delays and the world suffers, that the support grows stronger. Iran's smartest move is to keep that moral high ground. Work with the countries like the Pakistan, Oman, and the China, and the global South, and let to economic cost of the closed Hormuz to the attacking. I think is the Iran strongest leverage today is in missile or the nuclear capacity. It's the rising global support. More countries now view this war as unjust and unnecessary. The longer it drags on, the stronger that the support becomes. Iran's best strategy is to maintain the moral high ground, deepen ties with the partners like the Pakistan, Oman, and China, and the global south, and they led to economics, especially around the Hormuz, speak for themselves. The world cannot sustain this the conflict identifiably, and that pressure will ultimately force to the rail agreements. The world wants to finish this situation, and Iran has a good situation, and the Trump should be make a deal that times, but maybe they show they has a time, but he need this deal that time.
Yeah, okay. Uh, we've come to the end of our segment. I would like to say thank you very much for being so generous with your time. And I'm sure we will know very soon from Donald Trump what he would want to do. And perhaps you could join us again and share with us your insight. Okay. So in the meantime, thank you again for joining us. And to viewers, please don't forget to press the like and subscribe buttons on your way out. And from Dr. Alami, Dr. Riza, and myself, thank you for watching our show. And see you